Good morning, everybody. Let us continue with the income and expenditure account. We were dealing with the balance sheet. The another problem. Today's problem is this. Take a screenshot of it and write it in your notes. The 13th one. Following is the receipt and payment account of Friendship Club in respect of the year on 31st/3/2016. So they have given us the receipt and payment account for the year ending March 31st, 2016, followed by the additional information. Take a screenshot of it and write it in your notes. The very first additional information is there are 500 members, each paying an annual subscription of rupees 50. Rupees 17,500 being in arrears for 2014-15 at the beginning of 2015 and 16. During 14-15, subscription were paid in advance by 40 members for 2015 and 16. So this is the first additional information. There are arrears, advance paid, and we have to calculate the outstanding too in this. And the second one is stock of stationery on March 31st, 2015 was rupees 1,500 and on March 31st, 2016 rupees 2,000. These are the opening balance and the closing balance of stock of stationery. The third one is on March 31st, 2016, the rates and the taxes were prepaid to the following January 31st, the annual charge being rupees 1,500. So we have to calculate the prepaid rates and taxes. And the fourth one is a quarter's charge for telephone is outstanding. The amount accrued being rupees 1,500. There is no change in quarterly charge. So we have to calculate the telephone expenses for the quarterly month. So we have 3 months for every quarter. So in a year we will get 4 quarters. And the fifth one is sundry expenses accruing at 31st/3/2015 were rupees 250 and at March 31st, 2016 rupees 300. These are the opening and closing balances of sundry expenses. The sixth one is on March 31st, 2015, building stood in the books at rupees 2 lakh and it is required to write off depreciation at 10% per annum. So this is the normal depreciation that we calculate on the asset, that is building. And the seventh one is value of 8% government securities on March 31st, 2015 was rupees 75,000 which were purchased at the date at par. Additional government securities worth rupees 25,000 are purchased on March 31st, 2016. This is the additional government securities. So you are required to prepare an income and expenditure account for the year ended on 31st March 2016 and we have to prepare the balance sheets. So let us get into the solution. First let us calculate the income and expenditure for the year ending on March 31st, 2015. So look at the problem. Let us transfer all the payments into the expenditure side. The very first one is under the payment side in the given question, that is salaries. They have given us 20,000. There is nothing additional information regarding salaries, so we directly take salaries as 20,000. The next one is stationery. So for stationery, they have given the opening stock and closing stock. See the second additional stock of stationery on March 31st, 2015 was 1,500. So add the opening stock. The stationery amount which is given in the receipt and payment account is 4,500 and the opening stock that they have given is 1,500. So when we add this, it comes to 6,000. And in the same line, they have given the 2,000 for March 31st, 2016. So that is the closing stock. We have to deduct it, 2,000. So when we deduct it, it comes to 4,000. So this is about stationery. The next one is rates and taxes. So the rates and taxes they have given in the receipt and payment account is 1,500. And see the third adjustment. On March 31st, 2016, the rates and taxes were prepaid to the following January 31st, the annual charge being rupees 1,500 they have given. So we have to calculate the prepaid expense, prepaid rates and taxes. So while we are calculating, see, for the previous year, or the closing prepaid also we have to pay, and the opening prepaid also we should pay. So the closing prepaid we will be deducting it, and the opening prepaid we will be adding it. How the closing prepaid we will be getting? So they have given us 1500, and they have said that the prepaid amount, see the additional information, the prepaid to the following January 31st. So for the January 31st we have to prepay. So count it from April, the starting. The financial year for the any business starting is April. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. For January we have to stop there, as they have given the prepaid amount for January 1st. So 10 months we have. So 1500 into 10 by 12 we have to calculate. We will get the closing prepaid. So 1500 into 10 by 12, it comes to 1250. So 1250 it will come. So when we deduct it, we will arrive at 250. Then add the prepaid amount. It is as in the last problem we have did the same adjustments with the rates and taxes. So opening we should add, and the closing we have to deduct. So opening prepaid is also the same thing, 1500 into 10 by 12, that is 1250. So when we add it, we will 250 plus 1250, it comes to 1500. Write it in the outer column. So this is regarding rates and taxes. The next one is the telephone charges. So the telephone charges that they have given in the receipt and payment account is 7500. 7500. So see the telephone charges, that is for the fourth additional information. The quarter's charge for telephone is outstanding. The amount accrued being rupees 1500. There is no change in the quarterly charge. So in the receipt and payment we have 7500. Outstanding they had given us 1500 in the additional information. So the outstanding telephone charges is for the current year is 1500. So we will add, because it is a current years, so it comes to 9000. And they have said thus the payment of telephone charges for the quarterly year doesn't change. So we have to deduct it outstanding for the previous year. How to calculate for the outstanding for the previous year? So outstanding previous year is nothing but 9000. We have already got it. So 9000 into for every year 4 quarters will be there. So 4 divided by 12. So when you calculate 9000 into 4 divided by 12, you will be getting 3000. So you have to deduct it from the telephone charges. 9000 minus 3000, you will arrive at 6000. So this is regarding telephone. The next one is they have given us 8% government securities at par. So government securities is a capital item, so we will see it in the balance sheet. The next one is sundry expenses. Sundry expenses they have given as 500 in the receipt and payment account. And see the fifth additional information, they have said that sundry expenses accruing at 31st/3/2015 were 250, which is the opening, and the 31st March 2016 rupees 300, which is closing. So it's an outstanding for current year and outstanding for previous year. So add the current year's outstanding, which is 300. So it comes to 800, and deduct the previous year outstanding for previous year it is 250. So 800 minus 250, which comes to 550. So this is all about sundry expenses. And the next one is courier charges. Courier service charges. So we don't have any information about it, additional information. So 300 we will put it directly. Then don't forget to depreciate the building. That is the sixth point. On March 31st, 2015, building stood at books at rupees 2 lakh and it is required to write off depreciation at 10%. So the book value is 2 lakh and the depreciation is 10%. So 2 lakh into 10%. So 2 lakh into 10% comes to 20,000. So we have completed all the payment side. We have transferred all to the expenditure side. Now let us come to the income side. Subscription has many additional information. We will see it later. Now let us come to the profit of sports. The second item under receipts. Profit from sports. There is no any additional information, so we will directly put it as 17,800 in the outer column. Then come to the interest on 8% government securities. See, they have given as 5,000 here. But see the seventh additional information for 2015, it is 75,000. So when we calculate 8% interest on 75,000, we will be arriving at 6,000. So total we need to get 6,000. We will write it at the outer column 6,000. So in the income side they have given only interest on 8% government securities at 5,000. Actually we want to get the amount as 6,000 because the value of 8% government securities on March 31st 2014 was 75,000. So 75,000 into 8% is 6,000. So only we have received 5,000. So the additions which we have received, 6,000 minus 5,000 is 1,000. So the receivables, we have to add the receivables 1,000. So 5,000 plus 1,000 will be arriving at 6,000. So you can see the 75,000 into 8% comes to the 6,000. Hence it is verified. Like that we have to do for the interest on government securities. Now let us come to the subscriptions. Carefully see about the subscriptions. So the total subscription is total subscription which is given under receipt side is 40,000. Okay, 40,000 which is received during the current year. This is received during the current year. So it is 40,000. For that we have to see the openings. We have to add the opening subscription in advance. So you can see in the very first additional information that the second after the full stop, you can read it. During 2014-15, subscription were paid in advance by 40 members for 2015-16. So the advance amount what we have received, we have to add here for the total subscription. So the opening subscription in advance. So how we will get this opening subscription in advance? See, they have given us during 2014-15 subscription were paid in advance by 40 members. So 40 members we have into how much of subscription fee annually they are paying. See, in the first line they have given us 50. So 40 into 50 we have to calculate for the advance. 40 into 50 is equals to 2,000. So we will be adding 2,000 here. Think you have got it. And for the current year outstanding also we have to calculate. We have to calculate the outstanding subscription. How to calculate this outstanding subscription? Outstanding at the end of the current year. See, they have given us arrears as 17,500 in the very first point. 17,500 being arrears for 14 and 15. And see the 14 and 15, we have got only 15,000. So 17,500 minus the receipt side, under that 14 and 15 we have to deduct. When we deduct it, we will get 2,500. Okay, the 2,500. And also see to it that for the current year we have got 20,000 and the previous year we will be minusing it. So we will get 5,000, and we should also minus the advance which we have received for the 14 and 15, that is 2,000, which the 40 members have given. So we will get 3,000. So both adding together 3,000 plus 2,000, we will get 5,500. 5,500. Okay. Now, when we add this, we will get 47,500. See, the total subscription is 40,000 plus opening subscription in advance. That is 40 members have done the payment in advance. So 40 into 50, it is 2,000. And the outstanding at the end of current year is 2,500. In the 14 and 15 year, we have 15,000, but the arrears is 17,500. So this is 17,000. You can take it in a pencil here how this amount came. It is 17,500 minus 15,000. So it comes to 2,500. How this amount has come? The current year is 20,000 minus the previous year 15,000, and we have also received the 2,000 in advance. So minus 2,000, we will arrive at 3,000. So 2,500 plus 3,000 is equals to 5,500. When we add 40,000 plus 2,000 plus 5,500, we will arrive at 47,500. Still, we have the subscription. We have to deduct it. Subscription received in advance less subscription received in advance. Which is the amount which we have received in advance is, see the problem. In the receipt side, we are doing it for 31st March 2015, but in the receipt side, they have given us for 2016 and 17 also. So that is the subscription which we are receiving in advance. So that we have to deduct here. 5,000 they have given in the question itself, receipt and payment account, that is 2016 and 17. And let's outstanding, we have to do less outstanding at the start of the current year. Outstanding at the beginning of current year. Which is this amount? The arrears amount we have to deduct here, which they did not pay for the current year, that is 17,500. So when you deduct 14,000 minus 5,000, you will arrive at 42,500. When you deduct 17,500 by 42,000, you will arrive at 25,000. So you can cross verify this amount 25,000. See the very first additional information they have given us. There are 500 members, each paying an annual subscription of 50. So when you verify it, 500 into 50, it is 25,000. See, I'll show you. 500 into 50 is 25,000. So the total subscription we are getting is 25,000. It is verified. How this 25,000? Verification. It is just for a verification. 500 into 50. So thus it is verified. Okay, verified. So this is all about the subscription. Now let us see whether we will get the surplus amount or the deficit amount. So this side, expenditure side, 20,000 plus 4,000 plus 1,500 plus 6000 plus 550 plus 300 plus 20,000 is equal to 52,350. We get this side as 52,350. Now let us count the income part, which is 17,800 plus 6,000 plus 25,000. So here we get 48,800. So this time we have a deficit, that is excess of expenditure we have than the income. So let us minus 52,350 minus 48,800. So 52,350 minus 48,800 comes to 3,550. So it is a deficit amount. What is deficit? Excess of expenditure over income. This is a balancing figure that we have calculated, that comes to 3,350. So let us balance it. 52,350. 52,350. So this is all about the income statement. Hope you have understand the income and expenditure. So you can take a screenshot of it. Take a screenshot of it and try to solve it in your notes. Don't just copy it. Income and expenditure account for the year ending on March 31st, 2015. So hope you have captured the screenshot. Now it's a simple way. Let's transfer all it to the balance sheet and let us tally the balance sheet. Now let us prepare the balance sheet. So let us prepare the balance sheet. Books of Friendship Club balance sheet was on March 31st, 2015. So now the asset we have is building. How much? 2 lakh. See the 6th additional information, there we have building. Next, the investment in 8% government securities. See, only for the 2015 year, that is, see, 7th additional information, value of 8% government securities on March 31st, 2015 was rupees 75,000. So we will transfer it to the asset side. Next, the stock of stationery. For the 2015, they have given us 1,500. So we have done it. Next, the prepaid rates and taxes. Prepaid rates and taxes, that is for 15, that we have calculated 1,250. Opening one. And the subscription outstanding. Subscription outstanding, that is the arrears amount for the year 14 and 15, as we are opening the balance sheet as on 31st March 2015. So 17,500, which is given in the additional information. Next, we should not forget to mention the cash in hand, which is given in the problem receipts and payment account. Opening cash in hand 10,000. See the receipt side. Then that's all we have at the asset side. Then let us move to the liability side. So liability side, we have outstanding expenses. The first one is telephone charges. Outstanding expenses, telephone charges 3,000 we have, and the other expense is sundry expenses. which is 250. When we add 3000 and 250, it comes to 3250. And subscription received in advance we have for 2015. So subscription received in advance, which is 2000. The very first we have calculated in the income and statement, so we are taking it subscription received in advance. So that's all we have. Now let us see the general fund or the capital fund. So 2 lakh plus 75,000 plus 1,500 plus 1,250 plus 17,500 plus 10,000. So we get 3,05,250. 3,05,250 this side. And this side we will get 3,250 plus 2,000. So it is 5,250. So when we minus it from 3,05,250 minus 5,250, we will be arriving at 3 lakh. What is this 3 lakh? This is the general fund. 3 lakh. This is the balancing figure. We have to transfer it to 2016 balance sheet. So the total is 3,05,250. 3,05,250. So this is balance sheet was on March 31st, 2015. Take a capture of it, screenshot of it, and write it down in your notes. Try to solve the problem, and let us prepare for the for the year 2016. So asset side, building, we have 2 lakh. So we have to minus the depreciation in the final year balance sheet, that is 2 lakh into 10% that we have calculated in the income and expenditure, which comes to 20,000. So the total amount 2 lakh minus 20,000 is 1,80,000. The next one is investment on 8% government securities, which is 75,000. But see that we have also purchased, that is 25,000 8% government securities at par. Okay, that we have to add, which is in the payment side. So add the purchases for it, which is 25,000. So totally it comes to 1 lakh. And the next one is stock of stationery we have in total. Stock of stationery, that is 2,000. Stock of stationery 2,000. That is the closing balance that we have calculated in the income and expenditure, stock of stationery. And then we have received the interest on 8% government securities, that is receivables. In income and expenditure, see here we have calculated the 1,000 rupees. This 1,000 now we have to transfer here. So that is the receivables, 1,000 rupees. And the next one is prepaid rates and taxes. Prepaid rates and taxes, we have calculated the income and expenditure, that is 1,250. Then the subscription outstanding, that we have calculated in the income and statement, this 5,500. I have clearly explained you how this 5,500 came. We have written in pencil also, you can see. So this 5,500 we will be taking here, 5,500. Next, do not forget to transfer cash in hand, which is in the payment side. The closing cash in hand, that is 13,500. So this is all about asset side. Now let us see liabilities side. So outstanding expenses we have. Outstanding expenses. The prepaid is asset, the outstanding is an liability. So outstanding expenses we have two, that is telephone charges and sundry expenses. The telephone charges is 1,500 and the sundry expense is for 2016 is 300. So total together it is 1,800. Then subscription received in advance. Subscription received in advance, that is 16 and 17s, we have 5,000, and that's all we have. Now we will transfer the general fund. General fund we have 3 lakh, and while calculating income and expenditure, this time we did not get the surplus, we have got the deficit. So deficit should be deducted, it should not be added. Surplus should be added and the deficit should be deducted. So the deficit we have calculated is 3,550. So 3 lakh minus 3,550 is 2,96,450. So hence, now let us see whether the balance sheet gets tallied or not. It has to get tallied, then only a problem is right. 1,800 plus 5,000 plus 2,96,450. We get 3,03,250. Let us see this side. We are getting the same amount or not. 1,80,000 plus 1 lakh plus 2,000 plus 1,000 plus 1,250 plus 5,500 plus 13,500. Yeah, we are getting 3,03,250. Hence, the balance sheet is tallied. So let us tally the balance sheet. 3,03,250, 3,03,250. So this is all about the problem. So copy down the problem. First, we have done with income and expenditure account for the year ending on March 31st, 2015. Take a screenshot of it and try to solve. Just do not copy it. Then after income and expenditure, we have done the balance sheets of 2015 and 16. Just we have transferred the 2015 items and 16 items. That's all. Hope you understood the class today. Thank you. In next class, we will be solving another one problem regarding trial balance, and we will wind up with the first chapter. Take a screenshot. Hope you have taken it and you have understood today's class. Thank you.